Scorpio, welcome to your session. I hope all is well. All right. Scorpio, I don't have a direct message. So we're just going to go ahead and start your session. Hi, I am SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. Welcome. As you can see that this is still a fairly new channel, so make sure you subscribe so you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. If you are returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All right. Most High, I thank you for blessing me with the gift of intuition. As intuitive reader, allow this session for Scorpio to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding. Scorpio, you have to be open to endings and new beginnings, and vice versa. You're going to have to be open to new beginnings and endings. That's your direct message that I tapped into, which is your Scorpio energy. Be mindful of being overly stimulated by feminine energy, because you can end up stinging your own self. You have a weaving of light here, okay? Understanding your deep emotions through life experiences, memories. We have lost signal and creation. There is this old gospel hymn that the lyrics go, "You are the potter, I'm the clay. Make me whole again. Uh, um, you are the potter, I am the clay." Something about molding, being molded again, according to your will, according to your way. Let me see if I can locate the lyrics to that song. I think it is by John B. I'm not really for sure. You are the potter, I'm the clay. Lyrics. Let me see if I can find it. Each and every day. I guess there's a lot of songs talking about you are the potter. I'm not seeing it, but for the most part, being molded by life. A question, Scorpio: Are you willing to? Are you open or willing to allowing divine to mold you? And being molded sometimes can be uncomfortable. It could be a challenge when it comes to mapping out your plans for the upcoming year, or starting anew currently, being open to starting anew currently, ushering yourself into the new year. For those Scorpios who are navigating, starting anew to usher your life into 2026. Um, you have to be in control of making sound decisions. And when you make these sound decisions, they should be priceless. No material should be attached to it, no gain should be attached to it. Because if there's a loss, you wouldn't be losing anything. You actually will be growing out of the situation or maturing in some type of way. Let me go ahead and fill in this space right here. Clarify weaving light, please, for Scorpio. I have been trying to get through these readings. One thing I will tell you, Scorpio, is I am part of the collective, okay? And I will say it has been an obstacle for me to get these readings done. It's like I have to take a break, and then I have to take a nap, and then I have to recollect myself. And I'm like, what is going on? I have to push through this. And so it's not that I'm not allowing divine to be at the forefront, right? It is me allowing myself to say, hey, you need rest. And you're constantly trying to get out of rest. You keep getting up, you keep going live, and you need to rest. And it's not that I don't know how to rest, Scorpio. I've been resting for quite some time. So it's like, you know, I do have a question in the air. Divine, why am I tired? I'm not overwhelmed. Why am I tired? I'm ready to work. Why am I tired? I'm ready to show up for the SGL community. Why am I tired? You know, and so I pretty much have the answer to that question. It's just accepting the answer. And sometimes when we have to accept the answer that cannot be changed, it starts to mold us. And we don't even see that that's happening. You have first step here. It says you are at the beginning of a new journey of action. The first step holds the power to change everything. Take it boldly, even if you feel unsure, Scorpio. So it's deeper than emotions. You're being asked not to make decisions based off of deep emotions, but you are asked to toggle within and making sure that it's you and not anything outside of you. Because this lost signal could be where you are feeling disconnected, abandoned, needing to find a sense of purpose to feel alive again. Uh, for others of you, Scorpio, it's about being realigned. Okay. Um, and so, with this architect of destiny, it says you fully embody the authority to build your soul's vision on earth. Every decision now carries great creative power. Act with clarity and devotion. So this is the moment, Scorpio, where you get to write the rules. You get to create the guidelines and the restrictions. You create the fine print, and you can take your time doing so. And when you take your time doing so, when it comes to your infrastructure, uh, that is your destiny, um, you don't have to feel bad about your rules and regulations. It stands. In the process, some of you are going to be learning what your rules and regulations is through trial and error, learning what you like and what you dislike. Acceptance. This is coming in reverse, meaning that it can be turned around. Um, being stuck in self, being stuck in not understanding what it is you're supposed to accept when it comes to self, not understanding what we're supposed to accept with life. And, as 2025 countdown is happening as we speak. It's about how are you going to approach ushering into the new year. Some of you are not ready. And that doesn't deem as failing, it deems as you are not accepting a new reset, a new start, when there's so much that hasn't been completed, whether that's with self, anything outside of you, work, education, being a parent, being a guardian over a family member. You fill in the blank of what that is. You're being asked to understand your instinct, and you're being asked to no longer sacrifice your stinger and stinging yourself because you are now numb and you need to be able to feel again. When it comes to acceptance, it says, I am learning to accept things that I cannot change. And the fact that this is coming in reverse, some of you Scorpios are not at that mark where you are aware. You're still trying to change something than just accepting what is. Okay. Um, Give me an additional message for Scorpio, please. And also, just to be honest, I'm just going to confess, it's regarding my personal life. Being an undergrad, you know, I can honestly say for myself that, you know, I have been procrastinating my academics all because it's so easy. There's no challenge. And so I kind of, position myself to be ahead in the class, but it's like there's no true engagement. And I think that's because my interest is changing. What I thought I wanted to pursue is pretty much being put on the back burner. And that's something that I'm accepting, not life, not any obstacles in my life. That's me being honest with myself. And I'm saying, hey, I could put 150% instead of 100%. And the fact that I've been putting in 100%, I've become lazy. I haven't truly engaged with my full potential. So I just wanted to share with you, for those of you Scorpios who are ushering anew into the new year, and some of you will be ushering an ending starting into a new. So you have speak out, Scorpio. It says communicate and solve the conflicts. This is putting it on the table. This is your blueprint as well. You make the decision, and then you will see progress based off of your decision, not my decision, Scorpio. I'm a guide, a navigator, and I'm reading the spreads and I'm doing the intuitive portion, but make sure that anything that is connected to change, it is your decision. It's okay to weigh your options, to know what you have available to you, what you can navigate, but make sure that the final decision is yours. And then that's when you will be more acceptance to the progress because it was your decision, not mine. I love you, Scorpio. Don't forget, love is kind. What's at the bottom of the deck? The fact that there's a 3 here, way of faith, things of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And so whatever it is that you are desiring at this time, you fill in the blank of what that is, Scorpio, that change and progress can take place. You have to take accountability, okay? Don't feel lost. Don't feel left behind. Don't feel like you don't have the mojo. Don't feel like you're not being seen or not being heard. You have to step in. You have to step into a form of completion. And this completion is the change of you when it comes down to decision making, when it comes down to doing what you want to do, when it comes down to understanding what you're interested in and what you are disinterested in. And there is no backlash when it comes to your decision, your full committed decision. And you will see progress when it comes to direction. All right. Being molded again. And then you will understand why acceptance was so hard or complicated. Scorpio, those were the messages that came out for you. Don't forget, love is kind. And definitely don't forget that love is gentle until we meet again.